Follow up, follow up, follow up. Today is Thursday, our weekly, week 20 follow up for the Weekly Faith Project. This is Candace Sims, your grief coach, life coach, all around mind coach, wellness coach. And for this specific purpose, your faith coach, just inspiring you to coach your faith, to be better spiritually, to be better holistically, to just be better overall with your relationship with God. How's it going with you? It has been a very, very tough week for me. I had training today out at the sheriff's campus out in Dallas, Georgia. I trained from 9 to 4 today on learning how to better advocate for domestic violence survivors. It was a very intensive training. It was very good. It helped to fill in some of the gaps that I have with supporting those who are going through difficult domestic violence situations. So now I feel a little bit more confident in coaching those who come to me to learn how to navigate their feelings and emotions and trauma due to domestic violence, whether it's male or female. That was really, really good today. And then earlier this week, I sat in on a jury murder homicide trial for one of my dear friends who lost her son in 2018. It's just now come to trial, and she's finally going to get justice. I'm so, so grateful for her. Although it was difficult, she was on the stand testifying in honor of her baby. She even was brave enough to sit through the coroner's photos, describing the extent of the injuries that her son suffered while being shot that day in July in 2018. It was very intense, very, very intense, but I'm so grateful that I got a chance to be there for her. And we just don't know how our lives are going to evolve from day to day, moment by moment, minute by minute. That's why it's so important for you to fill yourself up with faith, to grow your faith, to shape your faith. Allow God to shape and mold your faith because you need it during the toughest of times. Your faith will sustain you. Your faith will heal you. And when Jesus comes back, he's going to be looking for faith. So always add to your faith. And if you can't add to your faith, borrow someone's faith. Who in your life right now is the most faithful person that you know? Borrow their faith. Sit down and have coffee with them, or tea, or lunch, or dinner, and just discuss the gospel, discuss the scriptures. Talk about how they shape your life, how they encourage your life, how they spur your life on towards love and good deeds. This week, we're talking about how faith loves and how faith does. Faith does. Faith encourages you to stop vacillating in your mind, in your heart, in your gut about, should I do this? Should I not do this? Would this be good for me? Would this not be good for me? Faith just tells you to do it. There's always a lesson to be learned in that. If it doesn't work out in your favor, then it wasn't for you. If it does work out in your favor, then hey, you have something else to add to your arsenal, to your tool belt, to your treasure box, to start a new conversation with someone about how your faith encouraged you. So allow your faith to motivate you to love. Allow your faith to motivate you to do. And you will not be disappointed with the results. I guarantee you. The scripture that we talked about today, this week, is coming out of Matthew 25, verse 40. It says, truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. I challenge you guys to prepare yourself to be able to give to someone who is less than. We talked about who does the Lord consider less than. Sometimes we can consider ourselves as being less than because we're looking at what the next person has, and we may not have as much as they have. So we look at ourselves as having less than. But you know what? I don't want you to look at yourself like that, because when you are a child of God, you have everything. You have inherited everything that's considered His. You may not have it all right now, like the prodigal son, how he asked for his inheritance right now, and his father gave it to him, and then he squandered it, stayed gone for maybe a year or two. The Bible doesn't say how long he stayed away, but he came back. He came back because he knew who the source was. We know who our source is. That way, we don't have to consider ourselves as less than. We know who our source is. Faith encourages you to tap in to your source whenever you're feeling less than, whenever you find yourself living in lack. God is not a God who allows his children to live in lack. So if you are, I want you to go back and reset, revisit, and ask yourself, this is a coaching moment, ask yourself, why am I deciding to live in lack when I worship a God who has everything at his disposal? When I worship a God, a Father who is so willing to give me the desires of my heart. Have you stopped dreaming? Have you stopped wishing? Have you stopped planning? Have you not even started planning? Start today. You know, I'm a type of person who, well, I used to be the type of person that would always start things on Monday. I would start on Monday. If it was Wednesday, I would wait till Monday to start all over again. If it was Saturday, I would wait all over to start on Monday again. But you know what? My faith teaches me to start now, right here, right now, where I am. Because you know what? We don't have time to waste. We don't have a single moment to waste in moping, in feeling insecure, in feeling inadequate, in feeling less than, in feeling slighted, in feeling at a disadvantage. We have no time to waste in living like that. I'm telling you, we have a God who is abundant. He owns everything. He has everything. And all we have to do is trust and believe and allow our faith to move us in a forward moving direction so that we can start experiencing some of the joys and some of the delights that God has for us, each and every one of us. And they're different from one person to the next, so that we can enjoy talking about each other's delights. When I get together with Carmen, I want to enjoy talking about her delight. When I get together with Avis, I want to enjoy talking about her delight. When I get together with Mary, I want to enjoy talking about her delight. Miss Margaret, Ernestine, Amber, Tori, all of you guys, I want to hear about what delights you. And I want to hear how God delighted you. And that can only be done by the driven, by the forward moving motion of your faith. Faith is always moving. Faith is always working. Faith is always alive. What else did we talk about? Most every day you'll encounter some of the least of these. Do these encounters reflect your faith? What can you do to show these people the love of Jesus? You know, I'm going to tell you something funny, and then I'm going to go ahead and end, because this is just a follow-up. Today at training, there was a woman who I actually didn't know anybody at training today. So, but I knew that we were all either advocates, law enforcement, prosecutors, or professionals that worked in the office of prosecutors. So there's a woman who got out of her car, and nice, very nice, professionally dressed, and she was in front of me. So as I'm walking toward the door behind her, I noticed that on her backside was a patch of white powder. And I thought about it and was like, wow, if that was me, I really would have wanted somebody to tell me that I have a big patch of white powder right in the middle of my derriere. So I pulled her aside, and I stayed walking in front of her to kind of shield so that no one else can see. And I pulled her aside. I said, "Can I talk to you for a second?" She's looking, I don't know you. And yeah, and I told her what I observed. And she goes, "Oh my goodness, thank you so much." And she hugged me. She thanked me so much. And I said, "You know what? If it was me, I really would have wanted someone to tell me that I had that in the back of my pants." And her pants were black, so it was very noticeable. My faith prompted me to do that. I didn't have to think about it. I didn't have to um, second guess myself, excuse me, or talk myself out of it. My faith moved me to do something kind for someone, and that was kind. Now, let me tell you what happened to me. So I'm sitting there with had my jewelry on. I had another necklace on. I layered my necklace. I had these earrings on, had these glasses on, and I had a new paparazzi necklace. If you guys are familiar with paparazzi, you know that if you buy a necklace set, it comes with let me show you. This is what I had on. Beautiful, isn't it? Let me put it on. This is what I had on. So I layered my jewelry, but this is the first time that I wore it. So when I had it on, it comes with the earrings. And so again, if you're familiar with paparazzi, it comes with a little black label with some earrings attached to it, and it comes as a set. Y'all, I didn't even take the earrings off the set. So I was I was so excited about wearing the necklace. So I put the necklace on. The back of the earrings was on the back the whole time of my training. Do you guys know that nobody tapped me on my shoulder to tell me that I had a pair of earrings hanging off the back of my necklace the whole time of the training? And I'm sitting in my chair, my neck is just itching, and I'm scratching, wonder why the heck is my neck scratching so bad? So I took the necklace and I just turned it around, and I was like, oh my God, I politely took it off. I took the earrings off and I just discreetly put them in my purse. I probably should have just kept them on there. I went through the whole training with the doggone earrings on the back of my necklace, put the necklace back on. I was like, wow, it feels so good to be kind to someone, but it also feels good when someone is kind to you. In that moment, I wish that someone would have been kind enough to tell me that. And maybe they just weren't familiar with paparazzi. Maybe they thought it was a style. I don't know. But it would have been so nice for somebody to share with me. I don't know if you know, but you have some earrings on the back of your neck, hooked to your necklace. Crazy. But to God be the glory. It's all good. Faith is a progression. May you not display your faith from afar. Display your faith up close and personal. Allow your faith to make a new friend. Allow your faith to encourage you. Allow your faith to show your true character. Allow your faith to heal your body. Allow your faith to heal your soul. Again, this segment of the devotional, we're talking about what faith does. And see, if you have no idea about what faith is doing for you in your life, then start going about your day exhibiting faith and exuding faith. I'm going to have faith today to, I don't know, to say hi to this person that I'm pulling up to at the grocery store. I'm going to strike up a conversation with the girl that's checking out my groceries. I'm going to, you fill in the blank. And by faith, watch how much richer, much more full your life becomes when you live your life by faith. Not by, if sight allows you to see how you can put your faith to work. Put your faith to work. Next week, this Sunday, I'm looking at my calendar, it's the 7th. No, it's not. Oh, I didn't flip my calendar over yet, guys. This Sunday is the 4th. And I can't wait to see you guys this Sunday. Sunday, Eddie has nothing planned. I have nothing planned. So I look forward to seeing you guys this Sunday, week 21, as we talk about faith asks the Father. Faith asks the Father. I can't wait to dive into that with you guys. I love you guys. Be well. Let your faith be encouraged. Let your souls be encouraged. I'll see you on Sunday. Peace.